After all the adventures around Cosi Bay, it's time for a slower day. And today, Chicky is taking charge. Welcome to another episode of Lizzie and the Ladybird's Travels. The mornings at Cosi Bay often starts with a light mist. Chicky loves to explore, searching for fresh grass, seeds, and anything interesting he can find. When he's finished exploring on the ground, it's time to stretch those wings. And then settling in a tree, happily watching the world go by. He often treats everyone to a morning concert in the shower. Camping may feel like a holiday, but there's always work to be done. Chicky carefully inspects the washing. Make sure the laundry is hanging correctly. Checks that the bed is made properly and keeps a close eye on every job I do. He even supervises Kyle while he's busy working around the campsite. I'm not sure Kyle asked for that help, but Chicky happily offered it anyway. After all that hard work, it's only fair that my little supervisor gets paid. With plenty of scratches, of course. The next day, I made a traditional South African beef and corn potjie. As always, Chicky stays close by to make sure everything is done properly while the potjie slowly cooks over the fire. One of the best things about camping is sharing good food with good people. Before long, fellow campers gather around the fire, enjoying the evening together. I'm happy to report that everyone enjoyed the potjie. Some even came back for seconds. The following morning, it's time for one of my camping neighbors to pack up to continue their own adventure. That evening, we enjoyed another South African favorite, snoek and braaibroodjies, and even shared it with a little Hungarian Palinka while celebrating new friendships and say Auf Wiedersehen around the campfire. Then it was my time to pack up. Normally, Chicky supervises every minute of the packing process from my shoulder. But this time, he simply stayed inside the caravan and went to sleep. I think he decided he didn't want to be held responsible if I packed something incorrectly. When I started taking down the tent, he moved to sit on the car door, quietly watching everything. Almost as if he was making sure I wasn't about to leave without him. Then Kyle came to help me, and to my surprise, Chicky flew straight over to Kyle to supervise. While I was hitching the caravan, Chicky decided there was still time for one last little adventure. He wandered around the campsite, exploring every corner one last time before we left. Then, just to make absolutely sure I hadn't forgotten anything, he climbed into the boot of the car to carry out one final inspection. Only when he was satisfied did he allow us to leave. And then came my own little victory. I was quite a bit apprehensive about the steep sandy hill at the campsite. but I was determined to make it on my own. The first attempt didn't quite work, but with a bit of reversing and some speed, woohoo, I made it. It might not seem like much. Every little success builds confidence.
That's
And I have a feeling Tiki approved. And with that, we bid Kosi Bay 4x4 Off-Road Bushcamp goodbye. We had a wonderful time here with some amazing people. Thank you so much for joining us for another week of camp life. I have had so much fun here at Kosi Bay that I have decided to stay another week. Although I'll be leaving Kosi Bay 4x4 Off-Road Bushcamp, I am going to spend a few days at Palm Tree Lodge for another exciting chapter of my Kosi Bay stay. I hope that you will join me for another wonderful adventure. Until next time, stay kind, stay curious, and keep smiling.